Thank you for attending this webinar despite your busy schedules. Today we have with us enthusiastic chartered accountant Sri Karthikeya Shenoy. I would like to give a brief introduction of CA Karthikeya Shenoy. CA Karthikeya Shenoy is a practicing chartered accountant from Mangalore. He has close to 1 decade of experience in CA practice and half a decade of experience in the field of AI. His expertise in both domains make him uniquely qualified to address the intersection of accounting and emerging technologies. He has been instrumental in integrating AI-related use cases and applications across various business processes and helping numerous firms transform their financial operations through innovative solutions. I welcome you all for our fifth session with CA Karthikeya Shenoy. Sir, over to you, CA Karthikeya Shenoy, sir.
Thank you, Amit. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having joined here for this AI use case session organized by the Digital Approach to Practice. I must congratulate Amit for this great initiative and all the members for showing the interest in learning whatever we can and adopting this AI in our day-to-day practice.
Thank you, sir.
Sorry?
Thank you.
Yeah. So, as I have been an audience, one amongst the audience for the past 2 or 3 sessions, I could not attend all the 4 because of my personal commitments. And as I was also feeling maybe somewhere we can keep it a balance of, one session can be of a very simple use case, and then one session can be a continuation of that and a little advanced. So users will have that continuation as well as that the quest for learning will not drop. So with that aim, I thought, why not let us explore one unique feature of ChatGPT, which is often overlooked, because we use ChatGPT in and extensively for our day-to-day practice needs. And whenever I interact with fellow chartered accountants, the most common concern the members express is about the ambiguity in the answers that they find, or the clarity of thought sometimes not there, or sometimes, as you all are aware, the OpenAI tries to hallucinate or generate few answer apart from the actual provision of a particular law, what is required. So I thought, why not let us address this particular issue in today's session. And that's how I came up with this use case, generative AI, how to make the generative AI accountable. Because as a chartered accountant, when we use this open AI in our practice, we want its answers to be pakka. It may not be 100% accurate, but we at least want an answer which can be validated. The answer should not be far from reality, or it should not be producing any false narrative when we ask any prompt as such. So I thought, why not look it into this way, that how to convert the general chat GPT into a more accountable one. So the problem that we usually face is about the reliability on its answers, and whether we can use it in our day-to-day practice. But that being the case, there are various other tools in the market which probably will look into in the coming days. We can go for an offline LLM as well. But without coding, without getting deep into that, if a chartered accountant merely wants to use it as it is with the built-in feature, because everyone will have that feeling that we are paying $20 as a subscription price, and in that price, if something can be done, अगर हमको ही बैठ के बाद में coding करना है तो उसमें क्या मजा है. So I thought maybe we can explore this particular feature. So it's a basically no-brainer and no code. It's a built-in feature of ChatGPT, Custom GPT. Why ChatGPT we are taking here is if we would have used Grok or Gemini or other generative AI tools, but ChatGPT is one unique tool which is giving all these features, is what I have found at least. And you can probably define certain instructions, and you can upload your own knowledge base, and you can have control over that as a chat bot, totally customized for you. So we'll get into the use case directly. So let me show the demo. So here you can see this is my screen visible?
Yes. Uh,
Yes, but I think it is in PPT. One second, let me share the window. Yes. Yes. So as you can see, this is my plus version of ChatGPT, and we can explore this feature from the profile icon, My GPTs. So here we can create a custom GPT. We can name it based on your office or firm name. Description, you can simply state it as custom GPT. And this is the most crucial part. I can share the prompt that I have used to Amit, who can share it in the group. So for paucity of time, I have already got the prompt here. So let us read through the prompt. So I have given a prompt saying it shall scan, read, and understand the material or document uploaded as its only knowledge base. The answer shall be only and very strictly from the uploaded material itself. It shall not use, and sorry, it shall use the lowest temperature possible and be strictly rigid to the uploaded material. Now, when we talk about generative AI, there is a concept of temperature, which the members would have come across when they have used various tools. Now, temperature is the creativity to rigidity parameter of a generative AI tool. So, if there is a value, say 0 and 1, so when I say temperature 1, that means it is most creative version. And when I say temperature 0, it is the most rigid version. So here we want to make the generative AI customized to such an extent that it should only stick to the uploaded material. It should not go beyond. So then it shall not do web search, or it shall not use any existing data library. Now, for example, as I can show to members here, that members can, if you are in plus version, you might be aware of this project feature. So you would have uploaded some materials here, and you would have had various project or various chats in which you would have already uploaded one or two income tax or GST or whatever material. So, but we are trying to restrict that, it should not even get into those libraries. Since I had not saved, the progress is lost. Sorry. Yes. So we were here. It should not look into any data library outside this uploaded material. It shall not be creative or hallucinative to generate answer when it fails to fetch it from the material uploaded. And if the user asks anything outside the material, it shall promptly refuse. Because this is one thing that is not the usual attribute of ChatGPT or any generative AI. You ask anything, and it will try to fetch an answer. But we are saying if you do not find it from the uploaded material, then promptly refuse. It must act only on uploaded material, nothing outside of it. Keep it professional and use an encouraging tone. So with this customization, what we are trying to do is, now, for example, here uh, you can upload. I think there is no published restriction as such from OpenAI. I was going through OpenAI materials. They have not published any upper ceiling, but what I have generally understood is you can upload maybe up to 10 to 15 files and up to 50 MB of knowledge base. Now, this Income Tax Act 1961 I have downloaded, which is about 5 MB. So let us try to upload this. Done. So the Income Tax Act has been uploaded here. You can see the capabilities. Web search, you can toggle it on or off. But since we want the answers to be strictly from the material, you can toggle web search off. Canvas 4.0 and code interpreter also off. Now, Canvas 4.0 image generation and code interpreter, has it got any relevance to the uploaded material? Income Tax Act, to be strictly talking, no relevance. But as you all are aware, the generative AI LLM in the background that works on various parameters. So Canvas 4.0 and other code interpreter parameters, if you have toggled off, then probably you are using the resources in the backend optimally. So using these resources optimally will save time, and you will get the best of the best outcome. So that is the reason these capabilities are turned off. Now there is one more feature here. This might appear very similar to Notebook LM as well, whatever we have done so far, because I believe there was a session on Notebook LM also. But there is one add-on feature here. So create new action. So in this, you can create any action. In the sense, if you have any outside action to be triggered, if you have got API key of any other website, I think in the immediate previous session you had a discussion on API as well. So if you have got the API keys of any other website you want to trigger an action, you can probably get the schema here, and you can even trigger the action. But right now, let us not get into that. So that's all. We have uploaded the material. We have customized it by giving instruction and say just create. Now here you can keep it only for yourself, your office, or you can even publish it to GPT store, or you can say anyone with the link. So now I'll say anyone with the link. Let us save this. Done. So I have copied the URL, which I'll share to Amit so that you can have a hands-on with it. Now this GPT is ready. Now, simply with the URL, one can access that particular GPT, ABC and Co. that we have created. So now, if we ask any question about Income Tax Act, definitely it will answer because the material is uploaded of Income Tax Act. So let us try asking a question outside Income Tax Act or outside the material. So let us ask a question about a topic on GST. So it's not a good prompt as such. You can say it's a quite vague prompt, but let's see. I have asked a simple question: is GST applicable to landowner in case of a joint development agreement? So now you can see maybe the word joint development agreement has been somewhere stated in the act, and it is talking only in the context of Income Tax Act. And in the end, it is saying, however, direct mention of GST applicability itself is not found in the document. So even if you ask anything outside the particular document, it will not try to answer. The advantage of customizing GPT to this level, apart from the dedicated CA GPT, is any other GPTs might try to answer any question outside the particular, like for example, you use DT GPT and you ask a question on GST, it might still try to answer. But here you can see it will try to negate, it will try to refuse answer on, let's say, for example, if you ask anything with company law as such, for example, unless there is a specific context referred in the Income Tax Act, it will not answer you. It will try to negate and it will try to refuse. Now, what is the advantage? It seems very simple, but the advantage is once you have set the tone, once you have done the customization. Now here the customization is not strictly about Income Tax Act. You can further modify the prompt, which I will share. The advantage is you can come here and you can upload a different knowledge library, and you can probably delete the income tax knowledge base that we have already uploaded, that you can change to any other. So you can come here. So if you have created one custom GPT for your CA office, you can probably try to use it in a particular context. You are in the tax audit season, you want a tax audit GPT to be there. You can upload an income tax knowledge base. And then once the tax audit season is done, you are into GST audit, you can use the same GPT just by changing the knowledge base. The prompt is valid and the GPT shall behave accordingly. So that's it. This is about the custom GPT feature of ChatGPT. But now to keep learning further, I believe the upcoming session is about offline LLM. So if members have a question as to this will only help us with regard to the Income Tax Act or GST or any other publicly available document, because this will address now what we have shown and what we have seen so far will only address the accountability issue. The primary issue of privacy will still remain. So how we can address that as well. So now we have seen how a GPT can be made accountable. So a GPT, in order to be made even addressing the privacy as well, then you will have to go for something called as offline GPT, which will be an offline chatbot. I believe we will have a upcoming session in this forum, which is about how to get into an offline LLM installed into our machines. So we would have read about certain offline LLMs which are requiring certain extensive hardware support, but there are offline LLM tools as well, which can be downloaded like this and can be customized like this. Sorry, and that can be used for a particular client context as well, because whatever document you upload that might be belonging to a client without even sanitization but will strictly remain within your system. So with this I conclude my use case. Over to Amit.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for presenting a wonderful use case of custom chat GPT using GPT. The next session, offline LLM, that session will be taken up mostly next week or mostly the last week of this month. We'll keep the users updated. It was a wonderful session. Thanks
Thank
for
you,
your
sir.
support and thanks for
Yeah, I'll share
taking
the
your
prompt, which you can probably, if need be, you can share it to the members.
prompt as well as the URL.
Done, sir.
Yes, sir. Done, sir. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
See you next week. Thank you. Bye bye.